Hi everybody, I just wanted to do a short video on day 15 of Ethany's 31-day tarot challenge, and the question is about the court cards in the tarot deck, and if you think that they are out of date. I think they work very well. I don't think they are out of date, and I don't think they need to be changed. And what I find is if I'm reading for someone and one of the court cards show up, there really seems to be an understanding of the meaning of the cards because they are archetypes. So I'm really happy the way they are, and I don't think they need to change. Now, of course, like all the cards, there are structured meanings to the court system and what they mean. I really don't see a hierarchy difference between the queen and the king. I think they are on the same level, but one is displaying the feminine and one the masculine aspects of their element. So, again, I think it works well. But as I was saying, there are structured meanings, but because, a lot of us have various decks, I think it's nice to really take the time and see what the artist is expressing and what they have painted, in each individual deck and the imagery there. So I did pull out a few just to show you some differences that I do see in, these are all Queen of Pentacles from various decks. And I just pulled a few, so let's take a look. And the first one is the Rider-Waite-Smith. And we see this queen out in her element. She's here in the forest, and we see trees in bloom behind her. She's looking down at her pentacle. She's also looking down at the ground, at her element there. And there is a bunny rabbit here. And that would symbolize abundance and fertility of the earth, and maybe it's her animal totem or her animal companion, right? In the Bonefire Tarot, we see again, this woman is surrounded by trees and flowers and fruits. But as far as that bunny rabbit, obviously this queen saw that symbol a lot differently than the queen in the Rider-Waite-Smith, because she grabbed it, took it home, butchered it, baked it into a pie, and ate it. So to me, there is a difference in the personality. Maybe she's a younger queen. Maybe she's a little impetuous. But I do see a difference there. And I think it's depending on the reading, and what's going on and what the rest of the cards are, etc., etc. I think it's worth noting these fun little differences. In the Anna Kay, we see a really strong, earthy woman here. And she's pregnant. So again, it's giving the idea of the fertility of the earth. She's looking up at that tree with gratitude, and we see the harvest is behind her. She seems very thankful and pleased. Now, to me, she's reached a level of mastery of her suit. She's been able to nurture her earth element throughout all of the seasons, and now it's with all that care and nurture, here we are at the harvest. We have abundance here. Now, really different, I think, in the Fountain Tarot. And this woman has had the trees behind her groomed and manicured to such a degree that, we don't really know what they would have looked like in their natural state, or what they would have even produced in their natural state. So I see, again, this is a slightly different personality. The Anna Kay, again, to me, that shows care and mastery. And this shows to me a little more of the idea of dominance and manipulation of the suit. And she's displaying her strength in a very different way. And just a little side note, when I think of that, when I see this card and I think of dominating the earth element, what always pops into my mind is Monsanto and the way they dominate and control the earth element with their Terminator seeds and their genetically modified foods. Of course, that's just a little thing. But the idea here is that these different cards, even though they have the basic meaning that's the same, something different can be ignited in my mind with the different artistry, different paintings. So this next one is from the Tarot Noir, which is a Marseille-style deck. Now, in the Marseille decks, you'll see that the Queen of Pentacles is the most lavishly dressed queen. And we see here she's wearing the ermine fur which I believe was just worn by royalty or maybe people of great wealth. So obviously she likes beautiful things. And we see that she is focused on that coin. And we only see her one eye. And again, it's just something that I note. And perhaps at times in a reading, that can show that a person is only looking at one aspect of a situation. And perhaps at times this queen is only focused on the material aspect of her element. In the Vampire Tarot by Robert Place, which is based on the original Dracula story by Bram Stoker, he put Florence Stoker as the Queen of Pentacles. It is called the Queen of Garlic Flowers here, that suit. Florence Stoker was a very beautiful woman, evidently, and very sought after. And she was married to Bram for a while. And then when things changed in Bram Stoker's life and his financial situation diminished, Florence Stoker left him. And the idea of putting her on this card is to show that she loved beautiful things and was a beautiful woman, but she was also very focused on the material aspect and really not mastering the fullness of the earth element. So, again, to me, that's something that I would notice if I was using that deck. One more card. And this is from the Legacy of the Divine by Ciro Marchetti. Now, this, to me, is a very beautiful card, and we see that this queen, well, in my opinion, she has reached a high level of mastery of her suit. And I can see the way she's adorned here. We have at her heart area, we have a gold coin, and we have a symbol of the earth. So it looks to me that she has brought that earth energy up. She's so grounded, she's been able to bring it up through the heart. Also to the throat chakra, to the third eye, and then that coin behind her showing her illumination and her wisdom of her suit. And to me, it shows that she's been able to connect the earth element with the heavens as well. And, that to me is a high level of understanding and care and mastery of her suit. So, yeah, to me, they're just all a little bit different. And I love them all. I get something from each of them, each of those decks and each of those queens. So thank you for taking the time to watch. And I will see you soon. Bye.